I here today welcome you all to the KG Parent Orientation Program. Today we are going to discuss about effective parenting skills. Now here all the parents are very good in parenting, but still we have to know some more details about the parenting skills. So let us start. Here the first thing is respect the viewpoint of your child. That is, you need to respect the viewpoint of your child. If the person he's saying no to you does not mean he is undermining your authority, but has a view different from yours. If your child is saying anything to no to you, that doesn't mean that he is disrespecting you, but it means that he has something else going in his mind. So we need to understand the child. So we have to talk to the child. To understand the child, we need to talk to him, right? So we have to communicate with the child. Parenthood brings about changes. Parenthood, the state of being a parent, which begins when one has a child by birth or adoption. A child brings dramatic and long lasting changes. So, how the parent is communicating with the child brings a lot of changes in the child. So, we need to spend lots of our quality time with the children. Communicating positively, and there is one more thing, that when we are communicating with the children is to be always positive. We need to do all the positive things and make the child very positive, think positive. Use words that the child can understand, but avoid talking down. Be clear, think in terms of child's point of view. Be positive and polite. Give praise and love. Limit the direction to those that are essential. Talk about what's meaningful to the child. Now, parenting styles, there all the parents will be having different styles of their parents. So some may be very affectionate, some will be very little bit harsh, or average, like 50-50%. They will be good to them, they will be bad sometimes, like arguing or something like that. Some parents will be very harsh to the children. So there are different styles of parenting. So 99% of all parents want to be good parents and avoid doing what they consider to be a bad parent. Regardless of their parenting abilities, they allow their child. Yes, we all love our children, but we all have our different parenting styles. Now, authoritarian parenting styles. There are different types, like low love and high limits. What is low love and high limit? The parents make the rules and the children obey them without question or negotiation. If the young child asks, "Why should I?" the parent responds, "Because I said so." So these are the things: a low love and high limits. That means we want, so we just give them like we just give ask them to do something, even if they like or they don't like, they have to do it, that's it. So this is the way how we talk, some parents talk. So authoritarian parents value obedience, structure and respect, and they believe in family hierarchy, with dad usually at the top, mom next, and children last. So this is the way they think they have to be. They use external control to teach right from wrong, such as spanking, and are quick at act on a discipline problem. Children in the families would not describe the relationship with the parents as close, warm, and loving. The underlying assumptions in this style are that parents know best, because they think that parents know the best. Because I am the elder one, I know the best. So say there are some parents who think like that. So this is permissive parenting style. Here you can see high love and low limits. Parents have difficulty setting firm limits, and they're inconsistent. Sometimes it works pretty well because children generally want to please their parents. Parents view themselves as their children's friend. They worry that their children will not like them if they set too many rules. So over time, children often become selfish, self-centered, and manipulative to get their own way because they know they can. Parents have the hands-off approach, allowing children to learn from the consequences of their actions. Uninvolved neglecting parenting style, low love and low limits. Here, sometimes called an indifferent parenting style due to its lack of emotional involvement and supervision of the child, generally considering as uncaring and inadequate to meet the needs of children. They might be indifferent, distant, and engaged unengaged, non-communicative, self-absorbed, unstructured, detached, and sometimes cruel. Here, when the parents are neglecting the children, when they are neglected, what it happens is the child finds everything in a different way. They just think whatever they are doing is correct because there is no one to make them right. So we have to, so there are different parenting styles. By this all things, we are just learning how different parents will be there. If your child does not stand up for themselves, it is because from a young age you have disciplined them regularly in public. So parents should not do so, even in front of siblings, friends, or cousins. If your child is secretive, the reason is you blow things very big. If the child is secretive, that means that you are blowing things very big. You should not. You have to listen to your child for every single word what he says. If your child intentionally disturbs you, it is because you are not physically affectionate enough. You are not giving him much time, what the child is requiring. So that's why he often disturbs you. If your child is lying, it means you overreacted to the mistakes in the past. So whenever the child is lying to you, that doesn't mean that he is bad or but in in past, we might have done something like this because we are overreacted to the mistakes what we have done. So that's why we need to be with the child. They have to know, they should know that the thing what they have done is wrong, but that doesn't mean that he is a bad boy or bad girl. So we need to make the child understand everything. If your child does not respect others' feelings, the reason might be you always order them, not giving importance to their feelings. If your child is coward, it is because you help them too quickly. Don't remove every obstacle from their path. If your child had poor self-esteem, it is because you advise them more than you encourage them. If your child gets angry quickly, the reason might be you have not praised them enough. They only get attention misbehaving. Never talk about your child's teachers with disrespect. The moment the child sees his parents make fun of the caliber or the authority of his teachers, his listening towards his teacher stops, and so does his learning. Now, raising a child is an art. New responsibilities. How to take new responsibilities to raise a child. Raising a child is more than a day-to-day assignment. It is lifelong commitment to all the parents. A child needs physical care, financial care, guidance, love, support, everything. The characteristics of great parents. Now all the parents want to be a great parents, right? So here are some characteristics. What, how can they be a great parents? They have vision for the children. Your child is the self-fulfilling expectations of how you see him, her in your mind. They are both warm and firm. They take an authoritative parenting style which is highly correlated with high self-esteem, confidence, good grades, good social skills, positive mood, and overall life success. They don't parent for an audience. Do what you know is right for you and your child. They co-parent well. Parents can have different parenting styles and complement each other, but really be on the same page, support each other, and be consistent with each other. Believe that children are basically good. So please foster your child's self-esteem. Yes, our children are very good, but the things they are doing, the actions seems bad, but not the children. So we have to raise the self-esteem in all the children. So how to raise the self-esteem? Ways to foster a child's self-esteem. Provide more success than failures for the child. Give them freedom to fail with acceptance. First, we have to accept if the child is failed, we need to accept as a parent, we need to expect that. Then only the child can expect this all things. So then we have to give the courage that whatever it is, I'm there for you. The parent has to give this courage to all the children. Take their ideas, emotions, and feelings seriously. Allow explorations and encourage questions. Be available every time. Yes, for your children, you have to be available every time. How can I be a good parent? So there's not just one right way to raise children, and there's no such thing as a perfect parent or a perfect child. But there are some guidelines to help your children grow up healthy and happy. Show your love every day. Tell your children, I love you. You are special to me. Give lots of hugs and kisses. Listen when your children talk. Listening to your children tells them that you think they are important and that you are interested in what they have to say. Make your children feel safe. Comfort them when they are scared. Show them you have taken steps to protect them. Provide order in their lives. Keep a regular schedule of meals, naps, and bedtimes. If you have to change the schedule, tell them about the changes ahead of time. Praise your children. When your children learn something new or behave well, tell them you are proud of them. Criticize the behavior, not the child. When your child makes a mistake, don't say you are bad. Instead, explain what the child did wrong. For example, say running into the street without looking is not safe. Then tell the child what to do instead. First, look both ways of cars for cars. So be consistent. Your rules don't have to be the same ones for others parents have, but they do need to be clear and consistent. Consistent means the rules are the same all the time. If two parents are raising a child, both need to use the same rules. Also, make sure babysitters and relatives know and allow and follow your family rules. So be consistent always with your child. Spend time with your children. Do things together, such as reading, walking, playing, and cleaning the house. What children want most is your attention. Bad behavior is usually an attempt to get your attention. So apart from our ordinary living, there is one more thing what we have to look after is internet safety. Yes, nowadays we are more often in internet. So how to keep our child safe through internet? Keeping kids safe online right now is more important. So set up parental controls. Check your settings are up to date and controls are applied on all devices and apps. Supervise online activities. Set clear expectations. Go online together. Talk about it. Supervise online activities. Ensure online activities are supervised by an adult and in a public space in the house, example, living and dining room. Set clear expectations. Talk about expectations for behavior online, including how and when devices will be used. Talk about it. With the schools closed, online activities will increase. Let your children and young people know they can talk to you about anything that happens online. Go online together. See if you can share online experience by joining in with their favorite app or game. Cyber safety tips for parents. Here are some tips for the parents. Here are some safety tips to keep in mind when browsing on the internet. Discuss what cyberbullying and the effects it has on children. Set clear rules for using the technology. Stay aware and involved of what your child is doing online. Teach children to ask for help anytime they see unsafe behavior on the internet. Happy parenting, parenting with confidence. Thank you, everyone.